Welcome friends to the fifth episode of the series HTML tutorial for beginners on my YouTube channel Code with Vivek. In this episode, I'll take up the topic of HTML lists. Let us see how many types of lists are available in HTML. There are three types: order lists and definition lists. Let's learn how to create them in HTML. Moving on to Visual Studio Code, here we have a document which contains already content is typed in. You can have this content from our website. The links I have already shared below this video, and even I have explained in the first video of the series. This content is basically to be arranged in form of unordered lists, order lists and definition lists. So let's see what the current content is and how we are able to view it in a browser. So when I move to the browser, I give view in browser for this particular HTML document. I see it has a heading HTML lists. There are three types of lists in HTML: unordered lists, order lists, definition lists. Then there is a second level heading unordered lists, which contains some content. Unordered lists are also called bullet lists and have bullet prefix before every list element. They are enclosed within UL and closing UL tags. Each list element is enclosed within start li and close li tags. Let's take an example. So let us take the example of a cake recipe which has a list of ingredients. So cake ingredients: milk, flour, sugar, baking powder, nuts and cocoa. So let's move back to the Visual Studio Code and convert this particular list into an unordered list. So I move to the content, cake ingredients. So milk I need to enclose within starting li and close li. Same I need to do with flour and sugar, baking powder, nuts and cocoa. Moving back to the browser, I'll refresh it and see that all these particular list elements are properly formulated with the bullet mark on the left hand side: milk, flour, sugar, baking powder, nuts and cocoa. So now we come to understand that unordered lists can be created with the UL tag and each list element has to be enclosed within li. So let's now move back to the document and try to add another element to this list. So let's add vanilla essence. I create another li tag and I type vanilla essence. So let's take in mind that it needs to be enclosed within a UL tag also. Adding another list element to this list, vanilla essence. Save the document, move to the browser, refresh it and see. So now we have an unordered list in front of us, the list of cake ingredients. Moving on to ordered lists. Ordered lists are also called numbered lists and have a number prefix before every list element. They are enclosed within starting OL and ending OL tag, and all the list elements are enclosed within li and close li tags. So let's take an example. Subjects to be studied in a class: mathematics, science, English, Hindi and social studies. Moving back to our code, we see that all these list elements are listed one below the another and we need to enclose the whole block within OL tag standing for ordered list and each list element within li tag. So proceeding in this manner, I enclose each element within li tag save the document, refresh in the browser, and I can see that my list of subjects is now numbered, means prefixed with numbers in a sequence. Now we're talking about definition lists. Definition lists consist of list of terms and their definitions. They are enclosed within starting DL and closing DL tags. Each term is enclosed within starting DT, closing DT tags, and definition within starting DD and closing DD tags. Let's take an example. So I have a list of definitions typed in the document. So my first element is HTML. So it is a definition term which needs to be explained. So it needs to be enclosed within DT. Second is the definition of this particular term. So it needs to be enclosed within DD. Again CSS, DT, cascading style sheets under DD, definition, Ajax under DT, term, and asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So this is the definition of the previous term. So under DD. So here we have the terms and their definitions listed one after the other, and we save this particular list. We move to the browser, we refresh it, and we see the effect of the definition list. So moving forward, we have the concept of nesting of lists. So what exactly is nesting? Nesting is the concept of embedding one list within another. So let's take the example of subject in class. Let's take a new document which is having this content. Let's move to the browser, view this document which already has an ordered list defined in this document. Subjects in class, mathematics, science, English, Hindi and social studies. So let us say if we have a case where mathematics has three options: basic, standard and applied. So we need to embed the sub list within this list below mathematics. So what I need to do is I move to the document again within Visual Studio Code. Within the list element mathematics, I need to enter some more content. I say options are, I enclose an unordered list within this list element. I start with UL. I say first list element is basic, next is standard, and third one is applied. So here we are with the embedded list or nested list, which is nested within the first list element of the original list. So I move on to the browser, I save this document, move on to the browser, I refresh this, and I see the effect of mathematics. Options are basic, standard and applied. So I can format it in a better way. I can give a break tag after mathematics and I can say mathematics options are basic, standard, applied. So this is all for this episode, friends, and if you like this particular video, do not forget to hit the like button, and you may give your comments within the comment box, and please subscribe to my channel for getting any future upgrades on my videos. Thank you, friends.